Can Eleanor learn some nectar making skill before we move to Chestnut Ridge? Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 47 and the finale of my Rakes Riches Growing Together edition. And if you are returning, welcome back. And yes, this is going to be the finale, but we will be continuing with some elements of this Let's Play, including the whole family, in a mini follow-up LP in Chestnut Ridge, using features or elements from the Horse Ranch pack. I will also be having a full-on Rakes Riches Horse Ranch LP, but I may have them start over with no money because I'll be moving the teens back here. I'm going to move them all to Chestnut Ridge so we can bring everything we want to bring with us, and then I will just take the teens and move them away from the household and have them come back. So they're not going to bring everything with them because I want to leave the furnished home, and the teens will probably take the money with them, and then we might just put the making money scenario on again and see if we can get through that quicker with now skilled Sims, obviously. And they will have a house. They're not starting over. They have a full-on house I've already built for them, and we'll make sure it's furnished before we set their money back to zero, just for a fun little thing to see if we can get it done. But it is going to be mini, but we are going to focus on, in the other Let's Play, trying to get the nectar making aspiration done. I might even do it with both of them, but I at least want to get it done with one. And I was thinking Eleanor, because she's our juice fizzer, not that it really matters because they're like completely unrelated. But unfortunately, nectar making does not get a boost from the, there's no boost for it in their club. So we're going to craft nectar, and we're going to start with some basic apple. I find one thing with this nectar making thing, that it takes like this it looks like it only takes this footprint, but when I place it down, it needs space around it. So it seems like it takes more than the 4 tiles that are there. So Madison is supposed to be heading off to right, but she seems to be stuck a little bit. Can you go do what I asked you to do? Do I need to move this? Was that going to help you? You're just sitting there, standing there. You're sitting there. You're standing there, not sitting there. Can we reset you? So let's try that again. I want her to learn the writing skill so that she can... Well, I may as well write a bar guide. Hopefully she comes this time. Oh, yeah, she did. So she can write an excuse note, because I was going to have Eleanor take the day off, but she only has 2 vacation days left, and I didn't want to use, like, and have her only have 1 day left. So, and then I was like, well, she doesn't have any writing skill. Does Madison, because she hasn't been working on that, so she's writing a book to get her skill up. But, and I was going to do the same, not that I really need to. Madison has more vacation days, so she could take a vacation day, but I'm being a little bit chintzy with not wanting to use vacation days. So I have asked Bryn to write an excuse note for her mom, because Bryn has level 6 of the writing skill. Right now, she's not doing it. She's doing her... I had her take the day off, our last day with her, because she needed to practice programming, and I was like, well, why not just keep her here? Yeah. So we may as well stay... and that. She's done what she needed to with the practice programming, and she can now... Okay, no, I don't want you to paint. I thought I canceled that, but it does not seem like that's the case. We're just going to leave that nectar in her inventory, and she's just going to make some more. She'll make some grape nectar. Hopefully she has lots of apples and grapes in her inventory. It is poor. Not surprising. We could crack that open at some... So she's got 99 plus of apples and not as many grapes, but still lots. 95 grapes. Not over 99. Oh, good. She's at level 3. And she can write. So she can write excuse notes. Madison can. So yay for that. And of course, we have lots of points because we already did complete. She's not going to have a part. So that's not going to be a thing for her. So we'll take her off of here. And there's honestly no point really even. I'll put her here so we can look at it. So... She has to get to level 5 of the nectar making skill, which that's what I actually wanted to see, if she had like the morning and night owl boost traits. I did. I figured I must have, but does she have savant? That's the other question. She doesn't. So we're going to get her that in hope that that can help her boost her skills quicker. And And we may as well, I know that marketable helps with that, but we'll get her marketable. May as well. And we'll see if she can keep this up. I'll take our chickens, but I'll leave the coop even though it's upgraded because they can just upgrade the coops when we get to where we're going. And I will be bringing the rocket ship and, of course, the playhouse, the treehouse. The treehouse is what I mean to say. So there's lots of stuff. I'll have to pack everything up, and I'm planning on having them go once everybody's back from their respective after school activities. And also, I don't know what time Roman works until. He works until 5, so we'll be waiting for Bryn and Fiona to get back from their after school activities. And let's take a look. And she's now dirty. So why don't you go take a shower? Take a thoughtful shower. And she is focused. The funny thing is with the update, I think they did something, if I remember correctly, with respect to cross-stitching. So when I loaded in, at least 4 of them started cross-stitching autonomously. So she got this nifty stitching from cross-stitching with high knitting skill. But she also poked her finger, so she barely cross-stitched. She gave up almost immediately. And I was hoping that having knitting skill, just in general, would reduce the poking with the cross-stitch because you have high knitting skill. And it didn't seem to work with her, unfortunately. Okay, did you write that excuse note? Let's see. Yeah, you did. Good. I don't know if you can write an excuse note for Eleanor. Let's check. I mean, you don't need to because your mom can do it. You can. Okay. All right. Well, why don't you just do it since your mom's busy? And then you can't do your work because we need to go out for that. And we may or may not do that. It doesn't matter. Because you'll probably be back before it's time for you to do your work again. Because we need to be able to get a horse, right? So we don't have room for the teens. Well, someone had to not be in the household because of that. Let's check her needs. She's a little bit hungry, so why don't you come here and rally the troops? And I thought I asked you to write an excuse note. Did you already write it? No, you didn't. Okay, well, maybe... Oh, you probably can't because Patchy sat down. Patchy, what are you doing there? Why don't we just have you... When does she work, though? I think she works soon. Sure. I don't think that makes them playful anymore. Actually, you know what? You're gonna stop painting. You're gonna come over here and do it here, because I'd rather your mom finish her book. So we're gonna write an excuse note here, because Patchy's not here, and that should hopefully work. I'm not sure whether the teens may lose their milestones, because much as it was supposedly fixed with respect to the rotational play, it's not fully. If you go visit those households, or I've heard if they visit you, that they will lose their milestones, which would mean that Fiona has a lot of milestones because we've been playing with her since she was a child, so she had milestones from the various things from there. I might add there's a mod that's supposed to help. So I might put that in my game before possibly we move and we separate the household up. I haven't actually, I've generally just played with one household and not back and forth, even though I have some. So they're kind of just doing their thing. Let's see. Are you going to go take that? You're putting that in the... Okay. Well, why don't you empty the trash? Why don't we leave it like that? Yeah, see, I don't want to have to deal with high school exams. They're all ready anyways, but I just... Okay, did you get your note done? You have a few minutes left. Hopefully you're going to be done soon. Okay, good. Good. Oh, you need some fun. What are your skills? Your violin is 3. I think that's not a kid. This is a kid's violin, isn't it? So why don't you play with... Is your violin 3? Oh, it's 6. I don't know what I was seeing was 3. Something was 3. Video gaming. You can go play your violin, help you with your emotional control. And so Veronica is now social level 8. Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter that much about Bryn losing her deal. And did you get your... What are you doing? Oh, you're doing the chatty font family call, right? Which I think replaces the family call that comes with parenthood. Someone just spent 50 simoleons. I don't know on what. I'm curious. I had them finishing a lot of the... I think all the paint by references are done. That's the final one that was there. Oops. I'm just gonna look. So, yeah, I was gonna move them and I was like, I kind of want them to get all these paintings done. The paint by references at least done. Okay, so you wrote a book. You haven't written while inspired because you weren't inspired. You were focused +2 from creating a master, because at least one of her paintings was a masterpiece. So you may as well just finish that painting. Since, I guess you could knit. Oh, that was what the 50 simoleons was. Eleanor sat down to knit. Eleanor. Well, you're nowhere near on that. You're not going to get any excellent nectar bottles anytime soon. So let's see where you are on the Lady of the Knits. So you need to do some excellent knittables. So hopefully what you're doing there is excellent. So we're just waiting for our teens and, of course, also Roman to come home from work, though he'll be home pretty soon. He'll be home right shortly before they are. And then I will be packaging everything up that I want to bring with us versus, because we're not bringing everything. Like I said, I'll leave some stuff here. And, oh, he got a promotion. Yay! Another classmate who has skipped a few classes asked Bryn to hack their grades for an improved score. While the programming challenge is a good one, should Bryn take the risk and let... See, I have never done this, and I'm going to not do it, because I don't know if they get caught, if they could get expelled, and I just don't really want to take a chance with that. So let me know if you've ever done this, do it, if you've had any negative consequences. Of course, it's probably, a chance. It may not always be negative, but I'm just wondering if it could sometimes be negative. But I never have a sim team that I want to take a chance with. I would like to try and do it sometime and take a chance, but I don't want to this time. So he can either be a startup entrepreneur or an esports gamer. So I'm going to have him do the startup entrepreneur route. I kind of would like to do the esports gamer. The thing with the startup entrepreneur is I think when you're at the top of that career, the days are bad. Like it's decent hours, whereas the esport gamers is always evenings and weekends kind of thing, and that's kind of awkward. So we're going to do that, even though I like the fact that they can do the streaming and stuff and make extra money. But anyways, he's going that route. And let's see where you are on the... knowledge. I just computer whiz. Oh, you still have to spend more time. Now, do you have any moodlets? No, nothing negative. And you do work tomorrow, so you may as well go do some programming. Let's check if you need to release a track. Yeah, why don't you release a track before we do the programming, and we'll produce a new track. And then you'll come here and do some programming while we're waiting for the... probably you won't have any time, so there's no point. No point doing that. Oh, she got to level 9 of... We're gonna make amends. This is Fiona. Make amends. Steps in the right direction with the rival, but not with the team. Yeah, anyways. We're just waiting for them to get back. Well, I packed everything up and we're going to head to our new home. Everything up that I'm bringing, I guess, because I'm going to essentially sell everything. I may as well have her put this in her inventory. The paintings there were some paintings on the yard sale table already. I am letting her, I'm keeping those, but if there were any that were hers that weren't paint by references of the family, because I had Bryn do a couple of those, then I kept them. And these I'm just going to leave up on the wall because they're there for decoration. And yeah, so now I am going to move them to the house that I built in the new world. And I'll be back when we're getting there. So they're here, and I put their pictures out, and I have asked Madison to put the chickens in the coop, and I've asked Eleanor to instant upgrade it. They may conflict because they're going to the same place. But I need to fully furnish it. Right now, they have like a kitchen and table and a fireplace and bathrooms. That's pretty much it. And they need beds and all the other stuff, and I'd left that all behind. You know, so that the teens will have a furnished house. I also have to get stuff for the cat, but because I'm not sure if the cat's staying with us or going to go eventually back with the teens, I left all the cat stuff for her in case we move her back so that she technically has enough stuff. So I'm going to quickly, well, I don't know how quickly, but I'm going to furnish out the house and then I will be back and we can see them settle in. The teens can stay for a little bit, of course, but they will be gone for the next part. So I'll be back once that's done. So we're here in their new home, and I can do a quick little tour. They just have a big open area. We are no longer in a tiny residential type of lot. I didn't give them a lot of furniture, just beds for all of their rooms. So this is the main level, very open floor plan. I modeled it very loosely off of a floor plan that I had found, but then I changed it because I usually do, because I find real life houses aren't quite that great for the game if you follow it exactly. And then it has a partial basement there where I threw some of the stuff that was in their inventory just out, just because it was in my way when I was trying to get the plants to put in the garden, which has an inside entrance and then an entrance from the front and the back just to get into it. But then over here is where we have an underground layer for our rocket ship, which we already had the rocket ship. And then over here is like a kid's playground kind of area. So I had brought their playhouse or treehouse, so they have that, but there was the jungle gym, and this was already here. I did add this community board so that we don't have to go look for it in the neighborhood to make it easier. There's a pond which we need to stock so that people can fish on it. And luckily, because we moved everybody, we kept their fish, we kept their like historical, what they've caught and stuff. So there is that. And then the garden is back here. This is the big sheltered area, and the not so big sheltered area. It's very big because it is a 64 by 64 lot. I thought we would get a cow or a llama, probably a cow, but not right now. And then there's an extra coop for if we get more chickens than what we had, but I did leave a couple of chickens behind. And then we have some horse beds, and I've already had her fill the feeders for when we get the horse. And the dumpster is back here so that they can come here. And it actually is all fenced in. I completely fenced it because this isn't a gate, right? So there's gates to go to these spots, so that makes it easier if we want to lock. But I don't think that when we get a horse, it'll be able to get in the house. Obviously, we can't get a horse right now because we're too full. Because of the fact that I did put it up on a foundation, a very slight foundation, but it's 2 steps up, which I think is what they can't do. If it was only 1 step, they could, but it's 2 steps, I think, because I had to put a step there for them to be able to get in. So that's 1, 2. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 2 steps. So that's their home. So let's actually, before we end this, try and do a reunion. I don't know if I said that, but anyways, let's try and do a reunion because that's the only social event from this pack that we haven't done. And I'm going to continue, working on the growing together, and we're going to see whether or not we get a midlife crisis for Roman, since he's the only, adult. I don't know if we'll get a workplace rival. I think that's not linked to your age. It could happen with any of them, but we haven't got one yet, so I don't know. We shall see. And we're gonna try this. There we go. So we've done the baby shower, and we've done the slumber party, which we will be doing again because we need that for both Avery and Veronica's aspiration. But what we haven't done is the family reunion, so we're gonna do that, and we're gonna make these 3 the hosts. We can have 8 hosts, 15 guests, and of course we'll have Carmen is actually family, so it doesn't need to be family, so we'll just invite who we want. I will gather that up. And of course, we're going to have it at our home a lot. There we go. So we have to take photos. Oh my goodness, that's going to be kind of painful. 20 photos, unless they count like the fact that you get 5 each time. We shall see. But why don't we have Madison make some food so we can call to meal. Probably have to make a couple of things. So we do have some food in the fridge. I can't be bothered cooking together because even though they supposedly fixed that, I still find it kind of slow. And you know what? Why don't you actually go out and make something on the grill out here? So we're going to grill something new when I can find it. It's further there. We're going to do the Three Sisters chili. So you're going to grill that. And then Roman, why don't you have a camera, or did I get you a camera? I don't think I bought a camera, so I'm going to actually get him a decent camera. We're going to go under gifts. I'm pretty sure you can buy that camera. I don't mean that's barely better digital camera. I mean this crystal clear digital camera. Okay, so we're going to try and take a photo of... Why don't we try and take a photo of Bryn? Oh, someone's doing some cross stitch. Whether she sticks to it? Oh, I don't know. Oh, and I know what... Veronica, I didn't bring our... Should make sure he has his bike. But she had a board. So I am going to actually move this here and put the board there. She has some badges to collect. And we'll see whether this counts as 1 or 2. If we're even getting it. Are you taking that picture? Oh, you got that. Okay, you got that done. So you should... That was quick. We should call the meal. And did you ever get that picture? Oh, right, because I have you doing your work. Oh, someone's in a loud phase. Is that you, Carmen, or is that one of my kids? Let's see. You're not in a loud phase. You're not in a loud phase. You're not in a loud phase. And you're not in a loud phase, so it must be Carmen. It must be. We got money? Was that for doing the job? Right, right. And the cat's up on the counter. And we have more food here if anybody needs it. Are you hungry, Madison? I really want to get these pictures taken. Maybe you should get a picture too. Maybe you should get a camera too. Purchase gifts. Let's get another camera. So we can get this there. And maybe you can take some pictures. Though, it might have just take a photo of Avery because he's right there. And then are you doing that photo? No, you're not. Can you take a photo? Take a photo of Veronica. She's not here. Oh, I don't know where Veronica is. Oh, she's getting her badges. Of course. Yeah, she's definitely the one in the loud phase. Did you get your badges yet, my sweet pea? Hopefully you're going to come get your picture taken. Maybe we don't take pictures of people, because that doesn't seem to be working very well. Seriously? Really? Can we take some pictures? Take a photo with... Okay, why didn't you take a photo with Bryn? Can you take a photo with Bryn? I don't know where Bryn is. She's not right here. I'm guessing... Oh, there she is. Let's hope... We've got no pictures taken. None whatsoever. And why don't you thank for coming if you can? Let's see. Okay, there we go. 1. We'll make it large. And we'll zoom out. And I don't like this one because it doesn't fit in the picture very well. There. That fits better. 2. Hopefully these work as like 5. I hope it's 5 pictures and not 1. If I gotta do this 20 times, it's gonna be a nuisance. Yes, it's 5. Thank you. Very good. Eleanor, can you thank someone for coming? Discuss importance of family. Okay. Oh, well, we have to talk about family. So there's that. Okay, well, you never did take your picture, so can you thank... You can discuss appointment, the importance of family. And can we just thank someone for coming? I had this the other day. Discuss future family plans. Discuss family lineage. You have the camera. Why don't you take a photo with, and let's hope it works this time. Why don't you take a photo with Madison? Even though we don't, Madison has her own camera. We'll just try and get through these pictures. And I keep gonna look for this thank for coming, because I'm not seeing that anywhere. And I was saying, I was doing this, and it just wasn't coming up for all my Sims. It was only coming up for some Sims. We'll discuss future family plans. And can you discuss this stuff with the kids? I'm thinking, oh, you can. Discuss family lineage. Even though we haven't been able to thank a guest for coming. Seriously! Roman, you are the worst when it comes to taking pictures. You just don't listen. Okay. Oh, she got some thumbs. Why don't we just take a photo with Sage? Why don't you take a picture with your sister if you can? Let's see if we can get these. I can just see if I can get these pictures. Finally, someone's taken a picture. Okay, well, we got 10 done. She's the only one listening. When I actually just asked Eleanor to take some pictures we'll take one with Fiona since we didn't get one. Because with her phone, because I'm like, I just whatever, just get some picture taken. But she doesn't seem to be listening either. Maybe she is now. Oh, but definitely. Oh, looks like she is. Roman is not. I wasted my time getting him a camera. I'll have to maybe give it to Eleanor, because she's doing a better job of listening than... There. Okay, so we're at 15. So, are you getting those pictures? Maybe the other one interfered. Let's try that again. I really would like you to get a photo with your daughter. You can't well, because she's a teen. You can't with the kids. And I've given up on taking photos of... Oh, good. Oh, it looks like the cat needs something. I almost forgot to get all the stuff for the cat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And we got our gold. We still never managed to thank a guest for coming. Thank for coming! Finally. Finally. Why don't you come here and offer friendship? And I don't know if we can ask what's wrong. What's wrong? And we got our gold. So I'll probably, as soon as we get this, maybe we'll just end the party. So we can get the, so we had ours. So you don't have to only invite family, though we did invite a little bit of family. But we don't have that much family in this world. So we couldn't invite that much family. And now we have to share the photos. Let's see. Let's just try that. How do you do that? Does it tell me? No, it doesn't. Oh, you just share. It's just that social interaction. You're not actually sharing the photo. There's that thing for coming again. Same sim. Under small talk. Share photos. And Fiona's sitting there doing some... Still doing cross-stitch. She started that before. And I don't know, Roman's playing a game, I think, is my guess. But luckily, the good reputations they have are helping with this, so they don't actually need to get all of these done. They just needed to get the basic ones done. So that is kind of nice. Why don't we try and share photos with small talk? Share photos. Let's try this. Oh, she will. While she was homesick. Well, she was moving. It was a moving day. That's what she needed it for. We needed to move. And then celebrate. Well, it doesn't matter. We got our gold, and I'll just let this play out. But we've done all 3 social events, and we got all the kids' aspirations done. We never did get the midlife crisis, but maybe we'll experience that while we're doing our mini horse ranch playthrough. But that's actually going to be it for this Let's Play. Likes and comments are always appreciated and they really help with the algorithms. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!